What's up guys, Ryan with the MXG channel and AOMC here, and I made a video I think it was about the new TE300, which is not new, it's just this year's model. And I kind of mentioned in that video a little bit that if you like these bikes, you should probably get one while you can, at least if you want a new one. And I wanted to go into that just real quick here for a minute on what I meant. Had a lot of people asking me. So obviously these bikes are TPI, and before that they were carburetors, and it was a different animal. After this, or at least the new models, the XCs are TBI, throttle body injection. I've rode them, guys. They have a different feel from the TPI. Yes, they have more hit, they have more power, they maybe pull longer. They're amazing. They're going to be amazing for motocross, amazing for off-road racing, all that stuff. However, I mentioned in a couple of those ride videos that when you hop off, if you've been riding a TBI and you hop off a TBI onto a TPI, the old one, onto the transfer port injection, especially if you're in the trails, especially if you're an old man like me that's chubby, I kind of would breathe a sigh of relief, because there's something kind of at home feeling with these, because they are not quite as twitchy, not quite as as powerful as the TBIs, and it makes it feel smoother to you. And that's perfect for the kind of riding I do, which is just kind of single track in the hills, mostly going slow, just having fun, not doing a lot of crazy high-speed off-road racing. And if you're doing that kind of riding like I am, not a bunch of crazy high-speed off-road racing, you don't need that super twitchy, super on the power feeling. You don't need the linkage. This bike is kind of the sweet spot. And there's one more thing you get with this bike that we don't know if it'll be here forever or not, and that is the oil injection. And you know, there'll be a lot of guys out there that say that's the biggest problem with these bikes, is the oil injection, because there's so many more fail points. And I have to agree, there is a lot more fail points. You've got an oil pump, you know, there's always more that can go wrong with oil injection. You get rid of all that when you mix the gas, I understand that, but it's so simple, so handy, so easy to just pour your gas in here, pour your oil in here, and let the bike do its thing. And we still do not know what's going to happen with these bikes next year. I personally don't see how KTM would be able to move these bikes to TBI and beat the emissions on this. I don't see how that could possibly happen. But they haven't come out and said if these bikes are going to stay TPI, if all the bikes are going to go to TBI. We just don't know yet. So if you love these bikes, you better grab one while you can, because who knows what's going to happen. I love one of these. I'm going to try to get, you know, a 20 or newer 300 TPI, you know, sometime here within the next year or so. So just my 2 cents, guys. I've rode the TBIs, I've hopped off on the TPIs. They both have their, you know, their perks for different types of riding, but don't sleep. If you're a guy that rides single track, if you're a guy that just rides for fun, or just, you know, just rides trails, do not sleep on the TPI. Do not think you need to get the TBI necessarily, or you need to wait on a TBI, because these bikes are fantastic. And I know I have a couple people comment on here and say, well, you know, crankcase pressure sensor fails and this fails. Yeah, guys, I see those posts on the internet too, but I'm also at the dealership level more often, and we don't see those problems. Like, for every problem you see posted like that on the internet, there's 100 more people or more that don't have those problems. So just keep that in mind is all I'm saying. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all. All these power parts on this bike you can find at AOMC. If you support them, you're supporting me. It means a lot. Hit the subscribe button, join my race team. See you in the next video.